everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we about to get into a battle of the purple palette. So as y'all know, the Kaleidos palette just came out. I literally just got done shooting this review right now, and when I went to go do the swatches, I was like, we should do a battle of this, comparing them to this. I actually didn't think of it. I guess God was like, hey, you be doing all this palette mashups and battle of the, so maybe you should battle that. And I was like, oh, okay, let's do that. So we're gonna battle these two palettes against this palette right here, because I feel like between both these palettes we can get the same look with this palette for the most part. So I'm gonna do the darker look here, and I'm gonna just repeat that same darker look on IG, so that way all I have to do is take one eye off and then shoot the IG video real quick, and then we can get this palette out the way completely and I can put it away, other than doing the palette mashup with the 3 Astral Pink, because y'all know I gotta do it. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out what eye look I want to do. I know what eye look I want to do because I already did the lighter one and I did the swatch video and all that. I have like been up since I think 9 something doing videos. So, you know, we just gonna go ahead and hook this up real quick with quickness. So I'm gonna grab some brushes because as usual, I am not prepared. It's fine. Let's see. I'm gonna take, grab my, do I have a Colourpop brush here? If I do, we need to grab it. That brush, that brush. I don't think I grabbed one to, hold up. Take this one. So I got those 3. I need to get one for the lid. I'm almost done, I swear. I'll take this one for the lid, because I'm not finding my Colourpop brushes in here, and usually they're the ones that stand out. So I don't know what's going on, but whatever. We're just gonna deal with it. Oh, here's one. So I use that one for the lid instead, since it is gonna be Colourpop shadows. And I guess I use this one for the lid up here because it's gonna be Kaleidos shadow. So I feel like that means the brushes should work well because it's their brushes. And if it don't, then I'm gonna decide I made it, because why ain't your brushes working with your stuff? But anyway, I used Primer Potion instead of their eyeshadow primer today, so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, let's get started. So I decided I was gonna use this dark brown on the outer V, then just use this purple in the crease and just stick this blue purple on the lid, because I know on camera it's blue, but like when you look at it in the pan in person, it's purple. So let's get started. We're gonna go in with the dark brown shade. Let me get another brush for that, just because I don't want dark brown in this brush. I should probably grab another brush for the other one as well. Let us see. Y'all use this one for that, but I'm gonna take this Luxie Beauty brush and go on with this dark brown shade. I'm sorry, did I show y'all the palette? So this is what the palette looks like, because I don't know if it shows in this video or not, but I'm gonna go with Kaleidos on this side, and we'll just put Colourpop on the other side, because I actually obviously naturally gravitate to my right eye because I'm right-handed. So I meant to do this on the left side, but it's too late now. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Totally fine. As you can see, it blends out nicely, and this color is actually looking kind of dark compared to when I used it a little bit earlier, but I had mixed it with a lighter shade already, so it just lightened up the shade, because it was, it darkened it up a little bit, but not too much, because I guess it already had that lighter base underneath it. So I'm gonna try to get this eye done pretty quickly, just so we can, you know, get into the Colourpop one. But the Colourpop palette doesn't really have that much, well, since it's a monochromatic palette, obviously it doesn't have browns in it, so just bear that in mind. The brown outer V shade, it's not going to be the same in this eye look, because this is a monochromatic palette, so all it has is purple. So we're going to go with this shade Sleeper right here and put that in the outer V on this side of the eye real quick. This palette looks a mess because I literally just got done doing swatches on IG, like I said, so that's why it's dirty. I try not to keep my palettes looking dirty and disgusting. I know some people say that means it's well loved, but it doesn't have to look well loved just because it is. Like the pans can show it's well loved without the palette being dirty as hell. I'm just saying. Some dustincy here real quick, and like I said, you can clearly see that this is purple and that is going to be brown, but you know, that's the way it's working. So let's go ahead and take, what's my fluffy Kaleidos brush? I can just use that to blend out. Since we are using Kaleidos, okay, yeah, we're gonna use this brush to blend out the Kaleidos side, since again it is a Kaleidos brush. And I did buy that brush set when I did the Escape Pod video. I think that's the most I spent at Kaleidos. It was like $100 and some odd dollars, because I had to get highlighters, and then I had to get the huge eyeshadow palette. I think it was like $40 something if I remember correctly, and then I had to get some other stuff. So I'm gonna just take this BH Cosmetics brush on the Colourpop side, because the fluffy brush I did have from them, it ended up like coming loose. Y'all know how when the glue finally comes loose from a brush after you done wash it like 5 million times, like that happened to it. So I don't have it anymore. So it's like, oh well, that's fine. Now I'm going to go into the Kaleidos side. I'm going to take this purple shade, and then like I told y'all, we're going to put that on the lid. So take the purple and start putting in the crease with this reference number 13. And I'm still waiting on when the reference sale starts, because I'm like, I want to buy something so bad. Oh crap, y'all, I put it on the wrong eye. Hold please. I'm gonna have to wipe that on out with this brush, because I'm so used to starting with this. Let's go ahead and just wipe that out of there and pretend like it didn't happen. So I'm gonna have to probably put some more eyeshadow primer on this eye in order for it to be fair, but you know, that's fine. Cross that bridge when we get to it, so I'll just put more eyeshadow primer there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just dust it. And as you can see, it blends like a dream. Looks really nice on the eye. I think they did an excellent job with this palette. And I love it. So let's take a little bit more eyeshadow primer here just to be safe. I'm gonna take like a dot or two right up in there. And take the brush that I put my eyeshadow primer on with and just kind of in that area, make sure we got some more back on there. And dust a little bit over to where there's still eyeshadow on the eye, just to make sure that everybody's getting a fair chance. So. Okay, we should be good to go now. I'll take my clean Kaleidos brush and blend over the edges of this. I would normally use color to go over this one, but the only shade in here is this one, and I know I don't have one to match on that side, so I'm not even gonna play myself like that. We're just gonna go ahead and skip that part. So, if I remember correctly, the closest shade to the dark purple one here was, I think, was Fan Fiction. Let me check this palette to be sure though. No, I remember now, it was Iffy. So we could take the shade Iffy right here from the Lilac You a Lot palette. So we're switching over from It's My Pleasure to Lilac You a Lot. We're taking the shade Iffy and we're going to blend that all into the crease with my detail crease brush from e.l.f. As you can see, like, these colors actually look pretty similar when you put them on the lid. Because in the swatches, they didn't look the same. But I'm like, on the lid, it's looking like pretty much exactly the same color. I mean, this one looks a little bit more vibrant and blurpily, if you will, but you know, I actually like this color better because I feel like it's giving off more pigmentation in my personal opinion. Let's take the clean brush and just go ahead and blend it all nice and neat. So you see the Kaleidos one is a little more subtle than the Colourpop one. It's giving me that extra bam pow in your face that I like when it comes to a purple. So it's interesting. And then the fact that the Colourpop one is cheaper, it's like, okay. So we're going to take this shimmer in the inner corner and this one on the lid. So let me find the one that matches the one on the lid. If I remember correctly, it's called Do or Do, and it's the It's My Pleasure palette. So yeah, this is Do or Do. We're going to take that to put on the lid. And then we're going to take the shade right here, which is called, what is it called? Moonroof, and put that on the lid. So we're gonna start off with Moonroof and put it all over the lid, and then we'll go in with you know, the shade Do or Do on the other lid. So, and this is my first time using this on lid, so let's see how it goes. Ooh, yes, look at that, girl. Y'all know this is my type of color, so it's definitely a vibe. And I'm here for all of it. It looks gorgeous and amazing. So this is what the shade looks like. It's my first time using, like I said. I swatched it a couple of times in like videos, but I actually got to put it on the lid. So happy because Girl, it's that hot fire. Hello. Take the clean brush again and just go ahead and blend. Let's give it a nice dramatic sparkly effect that I love so much. Now we're going to take Do or Dough, which is a darker version of this color, and but it has like the same shimmer reflex in it. So see how that goes. Earth Shine is my favorite color in the It's My Pleasure palette, if anyone's curious or cares. But you can see this one doesn't give nearly as much of a effect as that one does. But if you can see, like, it has the same like shimmers in it, if you will. I'm gonna come up close. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see the blue and purple shimmers in here, and then you see the blue and purple shimmers in here. So it's like they have the same shimmers. It's just not gonna give you that duochrome effect of the blue in it because, you know, it just doesn't have that type of base. I mean, you might be able to layer a shimmer underneath it and then put this one on top of it and do that for you, but, you know, the shimmers and this palette are definitely, I feel like it was what making it shine, because you can get both of these palettes for $24, and this palette is $24 with only 6 shades. So you're getting more shades. Just the question of if you're really into those duochrome shimmers, because then it'll, you know. But I'm gonna just swatch my favorite shade, Earth Shine, for you just because we're here. Yeah, that's Earth Shine. As you can see, it has more of that shimmer to it. So I'm actually gonna put it on top and see if that'll help with it looking more like this eye over here. Let's dab Earth Shine on top and see how that works. And see, now it's closer to that color because we tapped Earth Shine on top of it. So let's bear that in mind. You can make these colors work for you. I'm going to swatch Do or Dough on my hand, and then I'm going to put Earth Shine on top of it so you can see how it looks like on my hand as well. And then I'll swatch the other one that's on my other eyelid next to it. But see, when you put Earth Shine on it, it looks closer to this one than it did before. It has a nice reflective with it as well. So, you can't afford Kaleidos, you get you some good old Colourpop. It'll probably get to you sooner too because it's not coming from China like Kaleidos is. And I'm not trying to knock the brand by any means. I'm just trying to help people who can't afford to spend the $24 on it get that same effect and look for stuff in their collection that already exists. Because if you already got it, sis, you don't need to be like me and go out and get it. I have to go out and get it to show you that you don't need to go out and get it. So you don't have to be like me and go get it too. Like, everybody don't need to get it, okay? So let's go ahead and dust around the edges of this now that we have layered our cute little shimmer situation deal vibes. Okay, now we're going to take the Kaleidos brush on the Kaleidos side and okay, so now let's go in for the finale with the inner corner highlight. I'm going to take this brush and go into the shade in the Kaleidos palette and put that in the inner corner. So that's the Kaleidos color in the inner corner. As you can see, it's popping. You'll have to see my review tomorrow because I did the face palette, I did the sponge, I did one of the highlighters, and I even put on like the lip gloss I had from the last collection because since I don't like the lip gloss, I didn't do the one from the first collection. But let's finish off these eye looks, and then you can sound out in the comment section, tell me which one you like the best. So the color that's closest to the one that's on my inner corner now is a shade called, I think it's called Cloud. I mean, either Cloud or Wake Me. And it was in the Lilac You a Lot palette. So let me swatch this and then I can redo my comparisons. Because I didn't keep all swatches on my hand. So it's Cloud. Wake Me. Okay, so yeah, it was the shade Cloud like I thought. So let's go ahead and put Cloud in my inner corner. And then we'll be done with the two eye looks. Now, like I said, similar effects. I never said you get the exact same look, but I feel like you get similar enough effects to where you do not need both of these palettes. Or, I'm sorry, this palette, if you already own both of these Colourpop palettes. So, I feel like this one is a little more sparkly, but this one has the shift to it that this one does not. But, you know. So, these are the finished eye looks with the Kaleidos and the Colourpop palettes. Like I said, sound off down below. Tell me which eye you like better. I mean, I like each eye for different reasons. Like, I love the deepness of this eye and the fact that it's truly all purple, not just partly purple. Like, I feel like the Kaleidos one is, since they threw in those neutral shades. But at the same time, I like the shifts in the dual chromes in the Kaleidos palette. I feel like that's what's supposed to make it special compared to the Colourpop ones that I possess. But it's not like the Colourpop ones didn't come with that shift, because y'all saw when I added my favorite color, Earth Shine, to the top of the lid, like it came closer to this one than it was before. This one just seems to have more of a blue base underneath it, and that's why you see the blue on camera. But when you look at it in the pan, it's purple. So I like both of them. I'm glad I have all of them. If I had to choose, though, I would probably just go with the Colourpop ones, just because at the end of the day, those other two shades don't really work that well for my skin tone. The dark brown is fine, but, you know, like, I prefer monochromatic when it comes to shades. So that's why I prefer the Colourpop situation. But the Kaleidos one isn't bad at all. And for me to say that, that's a big deal, because we all know I'm not necessarily a person who's all about Kaleidos. So there you go. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, if anybody wants to know what's on my lips, I have on one of the lipsticks from the Rebel Rose collection from Wet n Wild. And then I threw on the Hot Lacquer and Royal from, who is this brand? From Maybelline on top. So remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.